It will be at SummerSlam. It will be for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa one-on-one. Now, the bigger story here, a lot of people, of course, are giving this flack because it's Solo and people aren't behind him yet or whatever. But really, they just want Roman back.
Right.
You know, I think it's a stand-in for Roman, so to speak. So, let's not talk about Cody, because we'll have time to talk about Cody later. What does this look like with Roman coming back? If you had to predict it right now, we're going to do SummerSlam predictions when it gets closer, but right now in this very moment, the match is made official. We know what Solo said. Where does Roman fit into all this?
Oh, I don't know. Probably in my mind, I see it going down. The Bloodline's going to interfere. Jacob and the Tongas are going to get involved and all of that. I think Cody still walks out. I think Cody still wins one way or another. And I think there's going to be something with Solo and the Bloodline just doing something to Cody, probably to Randy at the same time. And then I think Roman's music hits. And I think he doesn't get physical. I think he stands face-to-face with Solo. I think he stands face-to-face with Cody. And it kind of goes off the air of, Roman's back, but
what's he doing?
What's his main priority right now? Is it Cody and the world title getting it back, or is it going after Solo, who said he wasn't man enough to get the job done?
I think both of those things are very... If it doesn't happen that way, I feel like that's where we're headed. Is we don't know kind of what side Roman's on. Because before Money in the Bank, I said that Roman needed to come back as a heel for a little bit, try and manipulate Solo, and then they jump him. But now, because Solo's calling him out, we're to a point where we can't have that. So, but at the same time, Roman lost the title to Cody. Cody is the reason Roman is not the champion right now, because we would be approaching the Hulk Hogan record, third place all time, if it not been for Cody. So I don't see a scenario where he helps Cody.
No,
I don't think we can't have that happen. But maybe to have them exist separately, they just don't interact at all at SummerSlam.
Yeah, because I think there's another scenario where maybe Randy turns on Cody. Cody wins, Randy beats up Cody, whatever. Solo and the Bloodline are standing in the ring by themselves. Roman's music hits. Roman comes out. I don't know. I think right now, even though, yes, the world title reign and all of that, I don't think we need Roman and Cody happening right now.
No, absolutely not.
I think it can wait until,
Royal
Rumble, maybe Survivor Series, something like that. I think Roman Solo needs to happen sooner than Roman Cody does. Because this whole thing is building to Roman Rock.
For sure it is.
And I think we're going to get Roman Rock this year more than later down the line, because one of the Rock's scheduling, I'm sure, is probably better to get him booked in now and do this now. And also I think, he just got injured recently on a movie set. So he's quickly running out of time before he gets in a match and he just falls apart or whatever's going on. So I think they want to do it sooner rather than later.
Sure. Okay, here's my question then. Because here's something that I'm wrestling with, and I'm not, pun intended, obviously, that I'm not sure about.
Okay.
Does Roman even show up at SummerSlam?
Oh, I think there's a chance he doesn't. I think there's a chance Rock shows up and Roman doesn't show up.
See, here's my thought. Cody sneaks out a win somehow. Roll up. Okay, cool, fine. Tongans come in, taking out Cody, whatever. And then we get the reunion of the Usos at the end of SummerSlam instead of Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
But I think if that happens, if it's not Roman, I think you can move this out of the main event spot. You could kick off the show and you have the Usos come back to a big pop to start the show.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have whatever Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Seth Rollins,
Rhea Liv,
whatever
possibly.
that is, or Rhea Liv. Those two things can easily main event.
Yeah. I think if this is not, I mean, we said this for Money in the Bank too, and it wasn't necessarily true. But I think if it's not the main event, there's a good indication that Roman's more than likely showing up, or something big happens.
Sure.
So, like, I could see a scenario where the Usos come out, Roman's not even there, the Usos come out and help fend off the bloodline.
Yep.
Obviously, after SmackDown, Randy's involved in this story too.
Yes.
As the show goes off the air, Randy turns on Cody. Because SummerSlam is it's a place where a lot of people turn on a lot of people at the end of the show. And so I could see that happening.
I know that our listeners and our viewers, we appreciate you guys very much. But if you're sick and tired of me talking about Sam Roberts, plug your ears for a minute. Sam Roberts made a great point today on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm stealing it from him because I think it is tremendous fantasy booking. Whether Roman shows up at SummerSlam or not is a moot point.
Yep.
Because I think Randy Orton is stuck in the middle because Kevin Owens turns on Cody first. So I think.
Yeah.
So Randy said on SmackDown, I've got your back, Cody.
Yeah.
I've got it no matter what. Guys in the locker room are coming for your title.
Yeah.
And I've got your back.
Yeah.
So you have Kevin turn on Cody. And then you make Randy choose.
Yeah.
Hey, we've been best friends. Kev says, we've been best friends, Randy. We've been through it for forever. We've been fighting the bloodline together. We need to fight. We need to take the title. Blah, 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 whatever. Randy, who's loyal to Cody, I don't know. And then we get Cody. That's how we get Cody Kevin.
Yeah.
And that takes us to Survivor Series where we get Cody Randy.
Yeah, I could see that taking place too. I could see that happening. I don't know. I think Kevin's working really well as a face right now.
It's true. He is.
And so I think it's going to work smoother if it's Randy, because I think you can stretch this Randy Cody thing out till Bad Blood in October.
Well, that right. So that's why I think the Kevin thing happens first.
Yeah, because Bad Blood's in October?
Bad Blood's in October, and we've got the Berlin show after SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Unless you get Cody solo rematch at Berlin, which is possible.
It's possible. I don't know. I really don't know. I think that's the thing right now is there's so many directions they can go in. And they all work really, really well. There's not like a best case scenario. I think they all have their positives and their, somewhat downfalls in them as well. But I think the end of the day, Roman has to show up sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the caveat to a KO or an Orton turn is we need a babyface Roman to be back to take their spot.
Yeah, which is why I think if Roman shows up, the turn is happening on SmackDown.
Correct. Yes, for sure.
Because Roman's dealing with Solo. Cody's kind of like by himself for the first time in a while, and then the turn happens of either one of KO or Randy.
Yeah, because I don't think we need both at SummerSlam.
No.
If Roman doesn't show up, then okay, maybe we get the Usos or maybe we get the Randy turn or the Kevin Owens turn. If Roman shows up, that's enough of a bombshell. We don't need anything else. Don't want to overshadow it, anything like that. All right. Appreciate you guys hanging with us on our YouTube channel. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe, please. We would appreciate it. Check out our playlist where we've what's the word I'm looking for? Put together all of our videos, I guess. I can't come up with the word, so I'm just going to say put together. Compiled.
There you go.
Compilation of all of our videos on playlists on our YouTube channel. Tried to make it easy for you guys. It just took me a minute. Appreciate you guys, though, if you're doing that. We've gotten some comments recently. We've tried to respond to a couple of them. We appreciate that so much. We have finally surpassed 100 subscribers. Let's get it. Put it up here for that. 100 subscribers. Let's get to 200. We would appreciate it very much. Again, we said it last week. Doesn't sound like a whole lot to everybody else. It's real important to us.
It is.
We appreciate it.